Flick-ups and warm-up skills are cool, and while they might not be the most useful in a match, they're still fun to have if you want to impress your friends or your teammates. So here are 48 flick-ups and warm-up skills taught to you by one of the best freestylers in the world.
This is a flick-up that I would like to call fake popcorn turn. Let me show you guys what it looks like. The difference between the popcorn flick and the fake popcorn flick is that when you do the popcorn flick, you use only your laces. But when you do the fake popcorn flick, you use your sole and your toe. So to be able to do the turn, you have to spin to the opposite way of the foot you're using. So I'm using my right foot, so I spin to my left. This is a flick-up called the clipper lift. This is how you do it. This is actually a pretty simple flick-up, but I think it looks really cool. All you have to do is roll the ball in front of you, catch the ball with the outside of your foot, roll it back, and then flick it up with the inside of your foot, like this. Number 3, the famous popcorn flick. Keep your eyes peeled. You might have seen Zlatan do this flick-up a few times before, but what you have to remember is that you can only use the top of your foot. And what actually helped me when I started learning this trick is that you roll the ball slightly in front of you before you get back and flick the ball up to create momentum. And what will make it easier is that you actually turn towards the ball to catch it. The not so simple spin magic lift. Check it out. To be honest, this flick-up might look simple, but it isn't. It's taken from the freestyle trick Spin Magic, and it looks like this. Basically, you put your weak foot slightly in front of the ball, and then you use your strong foot to graze the side of the ball to create a spin at the same time as you lift your weak foot. Simple or not? El Grande Finale, number 1, my favorite flick-up, the Majiri flick. Let's get ready to... This is my favorite flick-up, created by the Japanese freestyler Majiri. It's very similar to the popcorn flick, but instead of just using the top of your foot, you lock it before you pop it. An easy tip to remember is that you extend your leg. Otherwise, it's exactly the same movement as the popcorn flick. The slap heel. All you need to do is do a slap and then heel it up in the air. It's so easy, even J-Mike can do it. To be able to pull off this trick, it's very important that you do the slap high enough to have time to do a heel touch with the other foot. The reverse toe bounce. You might have seen Ronaldinho do this in a warm-up. It's pretty easy, but I don't think J-Mike can do this. So for this trick, I'm gonna do it with my left foot. So I shoot the ball up to my right-hand side, put my left foot behind my right, cross leg like this, and when the ball is coming down, do a step over with your right foot and let it bounce on your left. Rake lift. It looks way more difficult than it actually is. Start off with your weak foot on the ball, drag it back slightly on the side of your foot like this, catch, lift, and turn, like this. Next stall, hamstring catch. It's a pretty old school trick, but even for new school standards, it looks pretty dope. For this trick, you need to start off at neck stall. From here on, it's pretty simple. All you have to do is straighten your body slowly and let the ball roll down your back. To be able to do the catch, you catch it between your heel and your butt. But remember, to be able to lock the ball firmly, you need to catch the ball like this, not like this. The Spin Magic finger spin. This is one of my absolute favorite show tricks, and if you can pull this off, you will definitely impress your homeboys and homegirls. If you want to be able to pull this trick off, you need to be able to do Spin Magic and finger spin. key points to be able to do this is to get the right spin. And by right spin, I mean like this and not like this. Won't work. The side crossover lift done by Ribery. So this move is very similar to the crossover lift done by Marcelo, but instead of approaching the ball from behind like this, you need to approach the ball slightly from the side. But the same principle applies. You need to lift one leg up over the other and the ball, and then jump. And then at the same time, you lift up the ball like this. And if you want to do it like Ribery, you need to add it inside around the world afterwards. But if you want to make it your own, you can just add whatever you like. Flick up number 2, we got the lace flick done by Zlatan. Now there are a few different ways to do this trick, but I'm going to teach you guys the way that Zlatan does it. Start with the ball on the ground and then place your toes on top of the ball. Now you need to extend your leg and roll the ball backwards in one single motion. But in order to get the flick, you need to flick the ball up with your toes like this when you are extended. It's very important that you twist and turn your body towards the ball in order to land it. Also, be aware because there are a few body parts that you really don't want to hit when doing this trick. And for the third and final flick up, we got one of my favorite flick ups done by a pro. It's the Götze flick done by Mario Götze himself. Now this trick is a little bit of a 2-for-1 because it's a flick up and a freestyle trick in one. So start with the ball on the side of your body like this. And in order to get the flick, you need to roll the ball with a lot of power towards you like this. And then put the foot down right underneath the ball to make the ball bounce up like this. And after that, all you need to do is a toe bounce with your other foot. But in order to get the toe bounce right, you need to get the ball high enough to do the toe bounce. And when you do the toe bounce, in order to land it, you just need to lift your toes to get the toe bounce right. And in the end, it will look something like this. At number 2, we got the knee stall, which is in theory possibly one of the easiest tricks out there, but when you try it out, it's harder than you think. All you need to do is keep your knee and your thigh level at all times, and that in and of itself is pretty difficult because your standing leg needs to be stable at all times. And when you're in this position, all you need to do is place your ball on the knee, and there you have it. That's the knee stall. So all you need to do now is to learn how to get it from foot stall up to a knee stall. And if you want to learn some variations like that one, let me know in the comments down below. Third and final trick for the day is the hamstring rainbow. And a rainbow is ultimately a trick where the ball goes over your head, just like all the jokes I tell J-Mike at the office. So all you need to do is you start at a knee catch, pull your shorts up a little bit in order to catch the ball in the hamstring catch. Now, pull the ball forward and clinch the ball together between your calf and your hamstring. Now, to get the ball over your head, you need to release the ball and extend your leg and lift your heel as high as you can in order to get the ball all over your head. Okay, so you start with the ball in between your knees, you get your shorts up, put the ball in front of you, clinch the ball between your calf and your hamstring, release, extend, and lift your heel up, and that is how you do the hamstring rainbow. Easy, but impressive. Number 4, the pendulum heel chapeau. Not much needs to be said about this. I love this trick. Start with the ball on foot stall like this, a little bit higher, and roll the ball all the way back, release it, go around the ball, and heel it over your head. The switch foot, an underrated old school trick that is not really being used anymore, but it looks hella dope. Start with the ball on foot stall, put your heel on the ground and do a step over with your weak and scoop the ball up like that. The classic Ronaldinho signature combo. Start by rolling the ball with your strong foot towards your weak foot. And now do a small lift with your weak foot where you get it real high enough, clinch it between your heel and your butt, and clinch it real hard. When you catch it here, you're supposed to get the ball over your head, so release the ball and roll your ball down your leg with a pendulum motion. Like this. Today we're going to take a closer look at a really impressive looking flick up skill done by the man himself, Thiago Alcantara. Step 1, the run-up. As you've probably seen, when Thiago is doing this move, he actually runs up towards the ball when the ball is standing still. So you need to anticipate exactly where your feet are gonna land when doing this trick. So you run up and you place one foot right next to the ball with your ankles parallel to the ball, and then place the other foot like this, slightly higher. Step 2, the flick. Now that you're in this position, you need to flick the ball up behind you. So in order to do that, take the leg that you set down last and roll the ball up with the inside of your foot onto the leg you set down first. And then, because you're moving forward, the ball is obviously going to end up behind you, but you want the ball to go to the perfect height, not too high, not too low, so that you can do step 3. Step 3, the over your head. So, now that you flick the ball up and the ball is behind you, all you need to do is kick the ball into the ground with your laces and your toes to get it over your head. And it's very important that you adjust the kick to the height of the flick. So if it's too low, you need to go very fast. If it's a little bit too high, you need to wait until you kick it. Also, because you're moving forward, you need to lean forward a little bit in order to get that right angle and right momentum to get the ball over your head. Now that you learn every single step separately, all you need to do is mash them up together, and there you have the flick up. The Ronaldinho heel tap. This flick up is actually just a variation of the original Ronaldinho flick up. So start by flicking the ball with your strong foot onto your weak foot. And when the ball goes up, tap the ball with the heel and let it bounce. Number 4 is called whatever the editor decides to put here, because I have no idea. This easy trick is usually set up in a block combo to create extra flow. You start off by kicking the ball up with your weak foot, tap it with your strong knee, straighten up your leg, tap it, and then just go all the way back and let it bounce as a toe bounce. Number 2, the butt bounce. This trick is exactly what it sounds like. All you have to do is kick the ball up in the air, spin 180 degrees, use the precious part of your body, finish the spin, and there you go. Number 1, numero uno, the flying heel hit. This trick is actually pretty difficult, and it is proof that even a world-class freestyler has new tricks to learn. And this trick in particular was taught to me by a 13-year-old boy in Malmö. Shout out to you, Jojen. Number 5, the knee catch. The easiest way to get it up to a knee catch in between your knees is actually to put the ball in between your ankles and jump, release the ball, and catch it between your knees. When the ball is up here, all you have to do is stand on your weak foot, drop the ball down, and clinch it with your strong foot, like this. The hamstring catch. You start with the ball in between your ankles and you do a small hop, but this time you do it slightly higher, and then you catch it between your heel and your butt. The slap heel. You need to be able to do a slap before you do this trick. So you start with the ball in between your ankles and you do a slightly higher slap, and then you do a heel touch with your standing foot, like this.
So this is a very old clip of Zlatan doing chest stall, which is a very easy trick. Let's see what it looks like. So this is Ribéry doing a really cool flick up. I would like to call it a variation of the heel hit, and this is what it looks like. So here we have Neymar. Neymar is known for his football skills and his freestyle skills, and many of his videos has gone viral online. Here he's doing a trick that in the freestyle world we call toe bounce heel 360. Check it out.
pancake lift. This is definitely the easiest one, and I bet you've seen this one before. What you need to think about when you do the pancake lift is that you plant your foot, lean back, and keep your foot on the ground until the ball hits. The crossover lift. If you can't do this trick from juggling, this is an easy way to start. To do this trick, get into a crossover position, and when the ball hits your foot, jump. The reverse toe bounce lift. It looks super dope, and it is super easy. For this trick, you need to stand sideways. When the ball approaches, lift this leg and let the ball hit your planted foot. The lift. It's similar to the reverse toe bounce, but it's done behind your back. This trick is all about timing. When the ball approaches, take a step back and do a reverse crossover movement. This is a trick that I would like to call the Tecker Sab Mannequin Challenge Water Bottle Flip Fidget Spinner Spin 360. Check it out. What you need to think about when you do the Dab Techers Mannequin Challenge Water Bottle Flip Fidget Spinner Spin 360 is that you dab on them, haters. So this is the pancake. Basically, you kick the ball up, you lay your foot flat on the ground with the outside of your foot pointing upwards, let the ball bounce, and then you're finished. It's pretty easy, so I think you'll be able to land it. Number 4. This trick right here is called slap. You clinch the ball between your feet and you drag up the ball on the side of your calf. Kind of looks like a flick up, and it can also be used as a flick up. It is pretty easy, so you'll be able to learn it very quickly. Number 3. This trick is called crossover and was actually the first air move trick that I landed 11 years ago. It's pretty simple, but you need to be able to do the movement correctly in order to land it. Number 2. This trick is called toe bounce. Kinda looks like a crossover, but instead of jumping, you keep your foot planted in the ground. Pretty simple. Number 1. So this is the around the world. The around the world is actually one of the most basic and most used tricks in the world. Basically, you just go around the ball, and the thing you have to think about is that you do it in one continuous motion, not in 2 movements by shooting it up and then go around, just around and up in the same movement. The neck stall, possibly the easiest upper trick there is. What you need to think about when you do the neck stall is that you have a wide stance, about shoulder width. You bend over, look straight ahead, try to keep a bowl in your neck by putting your hands up like a push-up position. Number 4, the head stall. This was actually one of the tricks that I wanted to learn first. It's basically just balancing the ball on your forehead, but keep in mind that you don't use your nose to keep balance. Number 3, neck flicks and chill. Before you learn this move, you need to be able to do the neck stall. Keep your hands on your knees, crouch down, bend forward a little bit to make the ball roll forward, and then use your head in a whipping motion. When you do this flick, you just catch it on your neck again. Number 2, shoulder juggles. If you've ever been injured but want to juggle so bad, you can always use your shoulders.
So you just find the flat spot on your shoulder and use this movement just like in a nightclub. Number 1, the finger spin. This is the trick that I train in between sets on trainings, and I promise you guys, it's way better than a fidget spinner.
This trick is called the butterfly lift. So float like a butterfly, sting like a PWG. For this trick, there are 3 steps. Step over, slap, turn, like this. And one key point is that you have to turn towards the ball to be able to catch it. Tuzani toe bounces, a really stylish way of juggling made famous by Sufjan Tuzani. This trick is just like a regular toe bounce, but it's done without stepping over the ball. Remember to keep your heel on the ground and your toe going up as the ball hits. And this is a really cool way to juggle while using both your feet.
Teach me something.
All right, so this trick is called, I don't know what it's called. It's like a knee bounce and around the world. So you're gonna have the ball on foot stall, you're gonna smash it with your knee into the into the ground, and then go around the ball.
Okay.
Easy, right? No, maybe not. That is how the trick looks.
Looks easy. The question is, how quickly can I do this?
I don't know. It's up to you to show how quickly you can do it.
Okay, let's see.
Stopwatch. Oh, we got it? We got it?
We got it?
Go.
Ooh, okay.
Promising. You got the bounce.
I've been training
You
this.
got the knee, got the monta. Just a revolution around the ball, and then you just have to smash it down quickly enough to get the bounce. Hey! But remember, 3 touches after the trick or it doesn't count. Only thing missing here, Jay, is that you need to learn how to juggle. Basics first, people.
I need to travel more. Go around the world. Get it? Get it? No.
Man, I think you can do this. Just calm down. Just calm down. You're not doing anything wrong, you're just doing it all wrong. There you go. What's the time on that one? 50 seconds.
50 seconds?
That's good. So now we're going to move on to the second trick.
Okay.
And I think you can do this fairly easily. It's a flick up and then to a knee catch around the world.
Okay.
So basically,
show me.
You flick the ball up, catch it between your knees, and do a small jump and do an around the world from there. Okay. So a small, subtle flick up.
Yeah.
The way you catch it with your knees is like you bite with your knees. So you don't lift one of your feet. You just.
There we go.
Okay. And after that, you do a small jump. You don't have to, but to go around the ball inside.
There we go. Right. Can I jump?
If you want to.
I wanna.
Like people can jump. They can't. Okay. Stopwatch. You ready? Go. Go. Remember, you don't jump in the first part. Get it? And
3 touches.
3 touches. Remember, guys, 3 touches or it doesn't count. You need to have full control over the ball. Don't stress. Easy. Pana. Remember, just bite with your knees. There you go. And yay! There we go. And
it wasn't pretty.
What's the time?
39 seconds.
Was not pretty.
What is good? J-Mike.
But he's
39
there.
seconds.
So there you have them, my friends. 48 cool flick-ups and warm-up skills that you can use to impress friends and teammates. And if you're really good and really brave, maybe pull them off in a match if things are going really well for you. But what should we make a deep dive on next? Let us know as always below. Remember to subscribe to the channel with the notifications on and buy your boots in the link to Unisport right over to the side. And with those words, I'll see you next time. Cheerio.